Maybe I should have got this together before I even started. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. I'm Taylor Don, and today I'm giving you guys a budget update. So yeah, it's a little different because usually you only see my hands when I'm doing my budgets, but I just want to talk to y'all about something. Y'all, for the month of July, my budget has been all over the place. Let's just put it this way. I'm throwing my whole budget away. I'm throwing it away. I'm throwing my July budget away. First, let's talk about July paycheck number one. Everything was looking good, and if you guys see me looking down, it's because I'm actually looking at my budget that I wrote out, right? So everything checked out when it came to budget number one. You know, my mortgage for this paycheck I didn't have the budget for because it was the other half of my mortgage-free month. You guys already know that I refinanced my house from the past couple of budgets. I've mentioned that, right? So this was like the last paycheck that I didn't have the budget for a mortgage. American Home Shield checked out, my Sling TV, my Netflix, even my grass, because that is a new addition to my budget, is my grass, because I now have a company to come and cut my grass these days, right? So all of that checked out, right? And for my expenses for the first half of the month, it ended up being $194.36, right? Now, that doesn't include my cash envelopes, right? You guys know that for groceries, I normally budget $300 for groceries, $160 for gas, and $200 for my entertainment. And this paycheck, I had budgeted $100 for toiletry. And then, as you guys also seen when I did my video, that I was set to budget $2,064.31 was going to go on my debt, right? Now, I did do some tweaking because I figured that I want to put as much money on my debt as possible to hit my goal to be debt-free in August. Again, you know, I've been talking about this in my budget videos, right? So I did some tweaking, right? And so I dropped my cash envelopes down. So instead of me budgeting $300 for groceries, I now decided that I wanted to budget $250. So that'll save me a couple of dollars there. My gas, I kept the same. My entertainment, I dropped it from $200 to $100. And my toiletries, I dropped it from $100 to $50. And so I was able to put a little bit additional on my debt for the first half of the month, and it ended up being $2264.31 that I was able to put towards my debt. So everything worked out, right? The first half of the month, right? Everything worked out okay. Until I found out that I had to go on a business trip. Now, finding that out, then I came to the conclusion that there are some things that I need to do to prepare for this business trip, right? I had to go buy some new uniforms. I had to go buy some other essential items that I needed. But at the same time, had I not went on this business trip, I could have waited to get those things, right? So, you guys, I'm gonna be straight up with you. That's why I decided to come and do like a face budget video, right? So I ended up going into debt, or going back into debt, an additional $1,700. Matter of fact, it was $1,770 and 22 cents. So $1,770.22 is how much I went back into debt. Now, let me break this down a little further. What type of debt, right? So listen, y'all, I'm being straight up. I'm being straight up honest with you guys. These are real numbers. I have put $1,038.90 on my Amazon card. And I put $731.32 on my Star card. And that was a total of $1,770.22 of additional debt. Now, you guys already knew from my paycheck number 1 that I put $22.64.31. So real quick, let me go back to my debt payoff from June. So, and you guys already know I have my handy dandy Erin Condren Deluxe Planner. So the end of June, the balance of my debt was $56.69.49. So real quick, I have my old faithful calculator here. So $56.69.49 minus the $22.64.31 equals, and I hope that shows up right, so $34.05.18, right? So that's how much I had on my Go Rewards card, because you guys know that was the only debt I had, right? My Go Rewards card, and I was able to drop it down $34.05.18. But with this additional debt plus $17.70.22, it brought me back up to this $5,175.40. I was like, you know what? Okay. You know, maybe I won't be debt free in August. Maybe it'll take me an additional month. Regardless, I'm going to be debt free in September. You know, September is my debt free month, right? So, yeah, that happened, right? Something, you know, this trip was unexpected and it was quick, right? So I just had to, I just did, you know, I had to do what I had to do. Fast forward, because, you know, I was kind of bummed, but, you know, it was just one of those things. Like I said, it was some things that I had to get, right? So one day, I think probably like that same week, I came home from work and I checked my mail and I received a check. Now, again, going back to my my refinance, right? So I refinanced my house. So because I did, then they sent me a escrow refund check, and from that check, I was able to pay off this $17.70.22. I was able to pay that off, right? So now I'm back, right? So now I paid off the Amazon card, I paid off my Star card, and then now I only have this my Go Rewards left. So right now I'm about to throw in a clip that I really want you guys to see. You guys, I cannot wait any longer. I have to do it right now, y'all. So, okay, y'all. So this is going to be an insert. It's going to be a clip into a longer video. But right now, you guys, I am about to submit my last debt payment. Holy crap. Like, saying that out loud it's kind of crazy. It's kind of surreal. Whew, that's crazy. Okay, so I'm about to log into my account real quick and pull this up. Okay, I had to move y'all over a little bit. This is crazy. Okay, so I logged on. All right, I'm gonna go to my Go Rewards credit card. This is so crazy. I can't believe this. Pay. All right. From this account to the credit card. You guys, okay. Amount. You know how I always shows, like, it always gives you the option if you want to make minimum payment, the current balance, statement balance, or other. Current balance, $34.05.18. So $3,405.18. That's the total that I have left on this credit card. That is the total debt that I have, period, with the exception of my home. You continue. Okay. Make transfer. You guys, once I submit this transfer, I will be debt free. This is for real about to happen. Yo, I've been on my debt-free journey going on a year and a half, and it's about to come to a close. I don't know how I feel about that. Wow. Here it go, you guys. Yo, I just made my final debt payment. That's it. Like, my final debt payment. And so granted, yeah, it might take a couple of days for it to completely clear out. But the fact of the matter is, today, July 15th, 2020, I am debt free. Yo, shit, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend that I'm on the Dave Ramsey show, and I'm gonna pretend that I'm doing my debt-free scream. You know what? I have to do it today because today is the official day that I made my final debt payment. So I have to do my debt-free scream. So with that being said, counting it down to my debt-free scream in the end of my debt journey. 3, 2, 1. I'm debt free! Yep, you've seen it. You witnessed it with your eyes today. Well, not today, but you witnessed it with your eyes the day I became debt free. You guys, I am debt free. Like, I can't believe it. I'm freaking debt free. And, you know, it has been since that day I recorded that clip, because due to the circumstances of in me going on this business trip, I wasn't able to get the video up or record it the way I really, really wanted to. But so I just decided that, you know what, I'm just going to do this clip, this real-time clip, so I can show you guys like the day that I pressed submit on my last debt payment. And that was a huge deal. July 15th, 2020, I became debt free. And, you know, like I said, it's been like 2 weeks since I recorded that clip. So technically I have been debt free for 2 weeks. And it's still kind of surreal. And I think it's gonna kind of feel surreal until I go and budget for August. Right now, after I became debt free, y'all, when I tell you, it has been like my finances has just been so crazy. And it's only this month because I just had so much going on. And on top of that, my tires started messing up my car. So now I have to get all new tires. It just was a lot going on financially. And that's why I decided that I just have to throw my whole July budget out the window. And I'm just going to try again for August, because it's just been so crazy. But the great thing about July was that refund check that I received, and from that check I was able to become debt free. Matter of fact, I was able to pay a total of $7,473.69 on my debt this month for the month of July, and it had put me at owing zero balance, which means I am completely debt free, with the exception of my mortgage, of course. And also, let me tell you guys also, so you guys also know for the longest that I haven't had baby step number one. I had it at one point, but then I spent it and then I never replenished it, right? So that $1,000 for baby step number one, if you guys follow Dave Ramsey baby steps, right, I was also able to replenish that. So really, technically, I am done with baby step number one and baby step number two. And so now with my new journey, I'm on baby step number 3, and that is to save up 3 months of living expenses to make up my 3-month emergency fund. I decided to do 3 months because I feel like that's good for me. And so I'm pretty excited about that. That's going to be in another video. But you guys, I'm completely debt free. But you know, my debt payment update's not going to be the same until I do my final update, my final debt update. And you know what? I was going to add that on this video, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that in another video. And it's going to be my final debt payoff update for July. And I'm super excited. Like, if you guys can remember, and I know I'm rambling at this point, but you guys know that my original goal was to be debt free by my birthday in November, right? And then I ended up being a couple of months ahead. Then it ended up being September, and then it ended up being August. So now July. So that I'm like July, August, September, October, November. I'm like 4 months ahead of my goal, which is freaking awesome. I am super excited. You guys, real quick, because again, I need to go ahead and let y'all go. This video probably going to be crazy. And I know it's all over the place. I apologize in advance. But, so I did a draft for my budget in August, right? Because you guys know I do have an electronic budget that I track my like cash envelopes and all my expenses. And I use the Every Dollar app. Well, actually, I think they just changed their name. So I think now these days it's called Ramsey Plus. So I did a draft to see what my budget will look like for the month of August. And you guys, I had so much money that I didn't know what to do with, right? That's pretty crazy. Because you guys know I do a zero-based budget. And all the extra money that I would have would just go straight on my debt. And now I have all this extra money. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this money? And it's crazy because that's a great problem to have, right? To just have money and not having to put it on your debt is a great problem to have. But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to come on here and share with you what happened to my budget, right? Because I don't want you guys looking for a July 15th budget because it's not going to happen. You guys probably not even going to get a July recap either. And we're just going to come back and we're just going to try this again in August. And it's going to be a different type of video, right? A different type of budget because now my budget's going to hit differently because I'm now debt free. So I'm just interested to see how that's going to go. And I'm excited to do that with you for the first time and figure out how I want to go about my budgets going forward. But I'm just super excited. And you guys, we did it. We hit it hard. We was intense and gazelle intense for a whole almost year and a half. And I'm finally done with this debt. Like, I'm just super excited. So, again, be on the lookout for my final debt payoff update, right? And then from there, I will do, like, a total from, like, when I first started documenting. Actually, I think I'm going to try to do the total from January 2019 to now to show you guys how much debt I've paid off. So, I had to crunch in some numbers because like to include this extra $1,700, like I'm just going to include all of that, right? All of the extra debt I ended up running into in between so that you guys can just know like a really good true number that I'm going to try to give you guys so y'all know how much debt I actually paid off within this this time frame. But you guys, I'm super excited and I just hope first I just want to thank you. Thank you to every single one of you guys who have been following me on my debt-free journey, who has been watching my budgets, even when it comes to my lock journey. Like, just thank you so much for supporting me. Like, you guys are awesome. And I just ask that you continue supporting me, continue following me, because now that my debt's journey over, now it's like I have a savings journey, right? But you guys, that's it. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe. Like this video, comment down below, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.